Hey everybody,
Hey,
we're live.
Explorers. Welcome, Explorers. It is an exciting night tonight. It is October 23rd, Wednesday, just after 5 o'clock our local time, and we have a special guest and a friend of ours, Bruce from Traveling with Bruce.
Hi guys, how you doing?
It's so awesome to see you again. It's been a while. Was it April when we actually met in person?
Yes, it was. It was in April. It seems like yesterday, but isn't that amazing? The time just.
It was great to meet you and the elusive Jen. So
Yes.
we feel honored that we got to meet her, and we won't ruin the surprise on her. So it was great to meet you guys. So thank you so much for taking the time to come out all the way up through from going to Canada to come out of your way to see us. So thank you so much. That was an honor.
My pleasure. I was happy to hear from you guys, and more than happy to be here and to share some time with you and your viewers. I told a bunch of my viewers, come on over and join us and say hi, and hopefully that'll happen as we go on.
Yeah. So today's show, you guys, is going to be about cruising. We'll talk a little bit about our current cruise that we're releasing on the Escape, the Norwegian Escape. We both have group cruises coming on, so we'll talk about that and just some cruise. And if you guys have any questions, please definitely put those in there. We'll do our best to keep track. But I think for that now, Greg, why don't we say hi to everyone in the chat.
Hi everyone. Oh wait, you will read this. Okay.
Yeah, check.
Brought to you by More Sunshine, please. More sunshine, please. Chase those blues away. I'm sorry. We have Brittany Lockwood, Robert from Life with Flavor, Pam's Fam, Ruby's Just Life, More Sunshine, please. Mike Hoover, Joanna Ballas, Kiwanis Little Circle, Blaine 2007, Our Disney Adventures, Tom Henry, hey Tom Henry, Kelly Haston, Dave A, AGC Magic TV, S. Swan, Brunson. I think I got everybody.
Did you say Joanna Ballas?
I believe I did. Hi, Joanna Ballas. And Dave A was on our cruise that we just went on. So thanks for tuning in, Dave.
Right on.
We had Ruby, who says this is her first time being on a live chat. So welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
We hope we don't let you down.
Fantastic.
Kelly,
Destination just came on.
Oh, welcome, Michelle. And then you have S. Swan. I don't know if you said Sylvia. So we have.
We met her.
We did. We met Tom Henry and Sylvia, as well as Lance. So we'll talk a little bit about that as we go further along.
Thank you, Sylvia. Ruby.
So we have Kirk Brunson here. We also have Our Disney Adventures, Ohana. And did you say that too, Greg? I'm sorry if I'm repeating the channel that you had said.
But it's okay.
All right.
Welcome, everybody.
Yes. I'm going to try to do my best. If you guys, again, have any questions for Bruce.
Jazz, AGC Magic TV.
There he is.
Popping in.
There's Lance. So the trio that we met in New York are on here. So thanks for joining, guys. It's great to have you. And we are proud to be members of the TWB family. If you guys have not, if you don't know what that means, Bruce, a little bit about your channel for those of you that are viewers that might not know who you are. Tell them a little bit about your channel.
Well, my channel started in August 2017, so that's about 2 years and 3 months ago. And love talking about cruise ships and cruise ship news, industry updates. You know, whenever there's an emergency out there, a hurricane coming around, like to cover, you know, what's happening on a day-to-day basis on the cruise business. I go live every Monday now at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and we have a real good bunch of viewers that join me every Monday night, and we hang out. I usually cover sort of the news of the day on Monday, what's been going on for the last few days in the cruise business, and then we do some live trivia, have some fun with that, and it's just a great hangout where people can hang out and enjoy us. Joanna, welcome. And so I love giving shout outs on my live show. So when people pop in, I love to do exactly what you guys are doing. I acknowledge the audience and say hi to everybody. And I also have launched I guess I call it a sponsor membership thing now. Because I hit 30,000 subscribers about 4 months ago or so, I qualified under YouTube to be allowed to bring in members into the channel, and I decided I would offer what was called a sponsor membership group, where people can join in the club, and they make a monthly contribution to the channel. And I now do a live show at 7 o'clock Eastern for sponsor members for an hour, and that's just a real casual hangout kind of a show. And then at 8 o'clock, I start the regular show for the whole channel, and usually my sponsor members hang around for that too, like Debbie Emanuel right there. That's one of them. And we have a pretty good time. And I've also been uploading now videos for sponsor members that I don't put on the regular channel, because these are sort of behind the scenes kind of videos that aren't really cruise related. And so we're having some fun with that, and looking to expand that even further. So it's been an interesting couple of years. We're now approaching 35,000 subscribers. Should hit that number sometime in the next week or so. A year ago, we were approaching 3,000 subscribers. It's just been an unbelievable trajectory. I couldn't have predicted it, that it would have gone from that number to where we are now. I don't even dare think what we're going to do in the next year. I can't imagine going up tenfold, but heck, if we doubled our subscriber count from now to next year, I will be beyond thrilled to think that we could have upwards of 70,000 subscribers perhaps a year from now. That's just unthinkable to me. I know we have viewers from 120 countries. I know that because the YouTube stats tell me that, and they tell me where how old my viewers are, and how many men to women, and the countries they watch from. But on the live show, I can tell you where my viewers are, because they watch from around the world. It's humbling to be live and having someone from Australia watching you, and Ireland, and from Grand Cayman, and all over the US and Canada, of course, and Latin America. It's pretty cool stuff. So yeah, it's been a real journey, and still learning this business on a daily basis all the time. Every week, not a week goes by that I don't learn something new about the YouTube game and business and social media, and also figuring out how to promote my channel on my Facebook group page, and on Twitter, and it just goes on and on and on. I never thought at age 64 that I would be this connected to social media and all of its variables, and dealing with sponsors, and now putting together our own group cruise with all those logistics. It's just growing and growing and growing and growing. So been quite a couple of years, I have to say.
Awesome. I do want to, because I stopped where I was at, so I know where we stopped last. We'll go ahead and welcome some other people. Thank you for all the information. That was awesome. So we have Alan Carter, Joanna Ballas, Disney Nerd Herders, Kelly Haston at AGC Magic TV, Noah the Disney World Fan 16, Brittany Lockwood, Adventures of David and Aaron popped in. They couldn't stay, they're working. Debbie Emmanuel, Anastasia Durr, MLB Destination Event today already. Shawana's Creative Circle. I think I said Kay Atwood, Kat Rose, and I think we're all cut up. So welcome, everybody.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys. Are you ready?
Let me get some water first.
Well, the group cruise that you just did out of New York, was that on the what was that ship? Was that the Getaway, the Breakaway?
It was the Escape.
Or the Escape? I knew it was a Norwegian ship. When that cruise you did was part of a group cruise as well?
No, this was one that we actually booked like 2-3 years ago, and then we ended up moving it back to this year. And then because we were going with my mom and we wanted to do a Canadian cruise.
Right.
And Cruising with Wheels, which was nice of them, but they really didn't need to do that. They asked if it was okay for them to go on the cruise at the same time, which I'm thinking, I'm not going to tell you no, don't go on the cruise. So
no, you're not allowed.
There were other YouTubers on there, but it was more, we met up with them. In fact, we boarded the ship with them. We're releasing a video today, this week.
Right on.
Our embarkation day. So we did get a chance to hang out with them, but it wasn't a group cruise. It was a mom and son day, and also Big Explorer joined us.
Perfect. Yeah, and so did you get a chance to talk to Cruising with Wheels about YouTubing and all that, and you could all share information between each other and help each other out and stuff like that? That's great.
Kevin and I actually, because they're Kevin and Frank, Kevin and I actually message each other quite a lot.
Right on.
Throwing ideas around and just how they're doing things and that. So,
Ellen, welcome.
Yeah, it's always good to pick other YouTubers' minds.
Absolutely. I'm glad you got together with them. I had the pleasure of working with them a little bit. I did I did the collaboration video. That's a while ago. I was just thinking about that the other day. That's over a year ago, and I had you guys on, and I had them on, and I had Emma on from the UK, and Sharon at Sea was on, just a whole bunch, including Dawn Family Vacations, and also Tony and Jen from Lido Loca. So that was quite a collaboration video. That was a lot of fun, and I know Kevin, the Cruising with Wheels guys, they were happy to be part of it too. So that was kind of neat to put together back then.
Yeah.
We have Dances with Goofy that just came in, so welcome.
Right on.
I think we are
Kat Rose, did you say? Kate Atwood,
Mm-hmm.
Adventures of David and Aaron, which you'll hear a little bit more about Adventures of David and Aaron on this next vlog that we'll be releasing. So there's California boys. They live in Palm Springs, so you'll hear, like I said, you'll hear a little bit more. They're going to be
a lot of special little touches throughout the cruise that we weren't expecting. So it was pretty cool. We were worthy of being treated the way that we were being treated. So we're happy in the fact that we are growing. We are super close to 1,500 subscribers. So we just celebrated our 2-year Explorerversary, as we said last week. It was Explorerversary ourselves.
No, it's actually someone on the D&G Explorer Facebook page. They made a comment about it. Happy Explorerversary, and I thought that's pretty good.
Yeah,
like put it on everything. So we were pretty excited, and then it's interesting to see how we grow as after 2 years, social media, and kind of where we want the channel to grow and where we started and what we thought the channel was going to be. And we never thought we'd be doing live, and now we've been doing live for over a year.
Yeah,
probably like 14 months we've been doing live shows. So and we thought when we first started, we're not going to do any live shows. You're crazy. We're not going to go in front of people and talk. So it's exciting to see what you can do within 2 years. It's even more exciting the friendships that you make, and whether it's the everyday viewer that's watching you. And, we've made a lot of friends from that, and like people like you that we've made friends along the way with, and have done collaborations, met in person. And it's really always interesting because when you actually finally meet someone that you interact with, it's not awkward. It's like you know all the time, and it's you don't feel uncomfortable. Like, okay, what are we going to say next? And so when we met you, it was just like we were meeting a longtime friend. So it was really, and that's the unexpected thing that I didn't really think about when we were doing YouTubing.
Yeah, I admit the same thing. When I first started off here in my house in Creston, a town of 5,000 people surrounded by mountains in British Columbia, and we happen to have a roadway that leads down to the U.S. that's 3 miles from here as the border. I didn't know where my channel would take me, where it would lead me. And when I started covering the cruising angle, because I had done cruises and I started talking about them, I realized the channel really got some reaction to that. I would talk about traveling to Berlin, Germany. No one cares. Talk about traveling other places. Yawn fest. But I started talking about cruising, and there was a reaction there. And yeah, the channel, went from like 30, 40 subscribers to, 100 or so in a month and a half. And I just went, whoa, this is really amazing. 100 subscribers to a guy that's this old in a living room. My goodness, I must be doing something. And then it just kept going. And within 3 months, I had 1,000 subscribers. And now here we are, at almost 35,000. And I get private email messages all the time from a cast of regulars. I get direct messages on my Facebook group page by the ton. Love it all, love it all. I have the Facebook group page that is running all the time. So between my live shows, my viewers kind of hanging out with me there, sort of thing. And people are posting photos of their trips and photos on the cruise ships they're on, and some are posting videos, and then I see the viewers wearing my merchandise, my shirts. We're all trying to make a few bucks to stay on the air, and they're wearing them on their vacations on cruise ships. And I mean, it's humbling to see that. And when you two guys and Tom Henry and Sylvia and Cool Jazz, when you guys got together in New York with Lance and posted that photo on my Facebook group page. I think it was Tom Henry who posted it up. I'm not sure if you did or they did. But anyway, all 5 of you were in the selfie together. You're all looking at the camera, and you had it was a perfect photo because all of your eyes are open. You're all smiling at the same time. Nobody was, blinking or doing it. It was just a perfect photo. But for me personally, it really hit me in a beautiful way. It was very powerful for me personally because I'm looking into the eyes of 5 people that would never have met each other, and I wouldn't know anything about them had this channel not been created. And I thought to myself, my God, the circumstances of this meeting, a lot of stars and moons and planets had to align in just a perfect way for this moment in time, for these 5 individuals to be at this location at the same time under these circumstances. And then I got this, instant shot, this snapshot of a moment. And to me, it was very powerful because it brought home that, oh my God, your YouTube channel indirectly made this happen. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. And I have not met Tom Henry in person yet. Can't wait. Have not met Sylvia. Have not met Lan. Can't wait to meet them. But I met the 2 of you. It was really cool, and that's some of the rewards that you get back as a creator when you, like you're just saying, you get to meet the guys from Cruising with Wheels in person. You feel like you know them, they know you. There's no uncomfortableness, there's no awkwardness. It's you're just reacting now to a human being that you've been reacting to either on camera or on email or what have you. And I really am looking forward to the future for my channel as I now take this channel of mine out of the living room and get out there to see my people in person. And group cruising is one of them, but also I'm looking forward to doing what I use the term meet and greets, the meet and greets. I'm looking forward to that because I know that there will be a number of my viewers that I will really only meet in a meet and greet setting. Maybe the timing isn't right for a group cruise when I announce one. The location isn't right. Whatever the circumstances, but a meet and greet that'll be organized in various areas where Jen and I will, quote, hit the road to go out and we'll do some cruising, but we'll also do meet and greets in the in the regional areas where we're going to do these cruises from. I'm really looking forward to these moments where I see people in person that I've been talking to now for 2 years. on my live shows and through my, through these other channels. It will be really, I think, really rewarding and exciting.
It's very exciting. We experienced that on the escape. Real quick, I wanted to welcome some more people in. We had Mobility today that joined us. Thank you, guys.
Bob and Ashley.
Welcome.
Captain Apron 27.
Mary Ellen Dillon.
So Tweety is here in the house.
So Tweety.
John Fiskus. Cool Jazz. I don't think I said it earlier, did I? Oh, okay. Well, I just didn't know if I said it earlier. Nurse Nancy just got here. Thank you for everybody coming aboard. Get that coming aboard. This cruise chat today. So, John Fiskus said, not a Disney guy like you two, but I really want to visit the Times Square store now. Enjoy the vlog. I also need a scone. Scone or scone, however you want to say it. And you were making Cool Jazz. I guess you were making him cry because he needed tissues when you were talking about our picture and everything. But that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mom. My mom's on.
It is always amazing. I would tell you, we've never been to New York before. So for me, it was a little bit intimidating because, Fresno has about, when you add it with Clovis, it has about 800,000 people. So it's not a small town, but it's not a
New York
small city like New York City. And so we didn't know about the travel, didn't know how all that was going to work. So we were a little bit uneasy. Couldn't have had a better time. And then knowing that we were going to meet Tom Henry, Sylvia, and Lance, Cool Jazz. And it was funny because we were filming down this one row. I remember it was Phantom of the Opera was down there. There was these different theaters. And all of a sudden you hear Sylvia, there they are. Wow. And while we were filming it, you can, if you know it's there, you can hear it in the video that we released.
If you watch the video from last week, you'll get to see all of us meet and everything in person. It was really cool.
And it's a little unfortunate. We went live that night on Facebook. And, when you're doing live and you're there meeting people, we didn't film as much as what I had thought we did. So I was a little bit disappointed we weren't able to feature them more. But we were so happy that we had a chance to
went live on Facebook, right?
On Facebook, yeah. Rachel, Rob's biggest fan, Super Explorer, is here. Welcome.
Michelle Wilms.
Yep, welcome.
And one more. Maybe not. Okay.
I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. So, Bruce, has Bruce ever? I can't even talk. Have you ever done a Disney cruise? I already know the answer of that, but I'll let you answer that.
No, have not, but I do want to do one. I got to tell you, in the 2+ years that I've been doing this channel and having live shows, when I mention any news about the Disney Cruise Line, usually when I'm mentioning anything about a Disney Cruise Line, it's always good news. It's always something new, exciting. I don't ever really report anything bad happening at Disney Cruise Lines. But whenever Disney comes up, the topic of the Disney Cruise Line comes up, I get a lot of questions about it because many people are curious and would like to go. But I get a lot of people who will say, I was on a Disney cruise 5 years ago, or I've done 3 cruises, or I was on Disney cruise with my children, and now I take Disney cruises without the children because they're all grown up now. It's always positive. It's always people are looking forward to the next cruise on Disney. I've personally been to Disney properties, like of course Disneyland in LA, Anaheim, and Disney World, both properties several times, and I've thoroughly enjoyed them, and I've always marveled at the logistical excellence of the company, how they run what they run. I mean, the complicated, the behind the scenes complexity of Disneyland, Disney World, Epcot, any of their properties is just stunning. They're just mind numbing to think about. And I find that really impressive. And I look forward to the day that I'm on a Disney ship. I'm excited for Disney that they've got new ships on order. They're coming out. I'm almost kind of frustrated for Disney that they're not bringing them out faster. Because personally, I think Disney could have 15 ships and not have a problem filling them. I think that their brand is so globally accepted and adored that with that marketing team that they have, I don't think they'd have a problem filling them out. But I respect the way they've done it with the ships they have now, and then they're going to add one every year or so to the fleet. But I guess I wouldn't be surprised if maybe, say, 2 or 3 years from now, they announce that they're going to add 3 or 4 more, and they'll just kind of, systematically add one a year sort of thing to the fleet as a new ongoing routine without saying it. They'll just kind of do it, But yeah, nice cruise line.
It is.
Excuse me, what's wrong with our voices today? We want to welcome Pepper Tree Villa. They just got
more California boys
from work, so welcome.
Yes.
Dilly. John Fiskus said we are cruising out of NYC for our second time in January. We love NYC, always go early for plays. Awesome. Yeah, we haven't gone to that was our first technically first time in New York City. I was born in New York, don't remember it, but we would love to see a New York City, Broadway show sometime.
That would be exciting. I would say sailing out of New York City was by far the most emotional. It stirs emotional feelings when you sail out and you see all the famous buildings. You see the Freedom Tower,
especially the Ground Zero area,
and then you sail by the Statue of Liberty. That got me because I don't know. I just thought how many, the reason why it was given to us and just what it means for our country.
Sure.
That brought tears to my eyes when we were sailing by the Statue of Liberty. So that I even was watching the video today as we were sailing out, and I was doing editing, and I was getting teary-eyed watching it. So it just hits a strong emotion. So I really like sailing out of Miami,
right.
But sailing out of New York is definitely a must, and I want to do that again.
So iconic.
So Jim is letting me know through the phone also. Ruby's Best Life has a question for Bruce. How long did it take to notice folks responded to your cruise videos more than others? Just started off my channel and finding my place as well.
When I started my channel, August the 12th, 2017, a date that will live in my memory forever. I had thought about doing a YouTube channel for a year, and I didn't know what I would do. I knew, and I thought to myself, boy, maybe you should become a YouTuber, but what would you be a YouTuber about? I had been a stockbroker in my previous life. I had been a vice president of a stock brokerage firm. I had 40 employees working for me, and I thought I could do a financial channel. I could comment on the New York Stock Exchange every day and build a following of investor type fans, And I thought, I think I'd find that too stressful, because I remember working as a stockbroker and how stressful the job was. And I thought, I don't want that kind of stress in my life. If I'm going to be a YouTuber, I want to talk about what I'm passionate about. And I took the advice of a number of YouTubers out there who are influencers, who I'm sure you two guys have watched these influencers, how to be a better YouTuber and how to build your following and stuff. I watched a bunch of these guys, and I still do. And the message would keep coming. I thought that was my phone for a second. The message would keep coming in. They would keep saying, if you're going to be a YouTuber and you're going to stand in front of a camera and talk to people, and you're going to talk about something you don't care about, it will show. Because for the first few weeks, you can act and pretend you love what you're talking about. But after a few weeks or few months, that's over. Unless you're a professional Oscar-winning actor, you can't pretend like that all the time, every single time. And I thought to myself, I don't want to be a YouTuber about something I don't care about. So I thought, well, I love to travel. I love to travel. And I thought, is there a way I could be a YouTuber and travel as a YouTuber and in effect, indirectly be paid to travel. Is that possible? And I was watching YouTubers out there who love to fly in airplanes. And there are guys and girls who go on airplanes and they sit in these business class seats and they show you how luxurious their surroundings are, and they show you the airport lounge and the whole experience of taking a flight. And I thought, you got to be kidding me. You can do that on YouTube and get views? Are you kidding me? No, it's true. These people are so loving the airlines and loving their flights that it shows, and they make really good videos. I thought, well, I can't do that. That's not me. And I thought, well, why don't you just talk about all the traveling you've done? At the time I was 62, 63, going at 63. I'd done a ton of trips, and I'll just talk about travel because I love to travel. And so that's how I started the channel. And it was I was doing about 2 videos a day. I was uploading 2 videos a day because I decided I would do this full time, 7 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day to launch this channel and make it go. Because my game plan was this channel would be my living. This would be my job. I don't have a day job. This is the day job. So that's how I began it. And so in the first 3 weeks, in 21 days, I probably had 40 videos up already. And I was sitting back analyzing the analytics, going, what's working? What's not working? How long are these people watching these videos? Are they giving me any comments? How do they look? Am I getting better at it? Can I make it better? Oh yeah, I can make it better. And then I did start throwing in, I started to throw in these cruise videos that I had cruises I'd taken. And they were primitive, not very good videos, because when I went on cruises, I wasn't a YouTuber. And I wasn't going to become a YouTuber in my mind when I took these cruises. So there is no video of me on a cruise ship or me walking around the cruise ship and showing you the casino or this fancy restaurant. There's no good stuff. And I thought, how am I going to do YouTube videos about cruising if I'm not on a cruise ship? Because I have no footage. And it then occurred to me that even the lousy videos I made about going on some cruises had better views. I thought, you know what you can do, Bruce? Out of your living room, you could show people how to find a deal to take a cruise. You could show people, you could tell them what to take with them when they take a cruise, or how to pack for a cruise. You could tell them about what's going on in the cruise business, how things have changed in the last 5 years. There are people out there who haven't had a cruise in 15 years. There are people out there whose parents took a cruise, but they've never taken a cruise. And if they take a cruise, it's nothing like what their parents took. So whatever preconceived notions they have in their brains about what cruising is like, it's not there anymore. Those ships are retired. Those days are gone. And so it just evolved into this. And I noticed the analytics and the channel activity level grow. And because I'm a full-timer, I'm nimble on my feet because I don't have 20 people working for me. I'm a one-man wrecking crew. And so I can change the direction of my channel in a moment's notice, depending on what the public wants me to give them. And so I thought, well, after the 4th month, I had just been doing videos, and I decided, you know what, Bruce, it's coming up to Christmas. After starting in August, it's coming up to Christmas. Starting January, you should go live. You really should look at going live, because again, the influencers were saying to me, if you want to build your audience and you want to build engagement with your viewers and make a connection with who's watching you, go live and let them talk to you and let them criticize you, let them praise you, let them encourage you, all those things. And so January the 6th, I went live 2018 for the first time. And within a week, I knew I could go live almost every day if I wanted to. And I thought, I'm going to go live until this doesn't work anymore. And I started going live Mondays to Saturdays, talking about cruise ships 6 days a week. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I threw in some trivia shows just for some fun. And I did that for a year and a half, almost nonstop. There were a few breaks in between here and there, a few days off here and there. And that built a large following of engaged viewers. And that's how I began to get known by certain viewers and vice versa. But it also showed me, and quickly, like within a year, this is hard work. Even full time, this is tough. And the last month or two that I was live, I was struggling. I was very tired, very emotionally drained. And I thought, you're going to be better off now going forward. If you go live once a week, you'll be charged up for your Monday night show. You'll have all kinds of stuff to talk about. And then the rest of the week, you can zero in on what you really want to do. And that is talk about cruise ships and cruise ship news with short videos. And you can make better 5-minute, 8-minute, 10-minute videos than you could before. Because before, I would try to do a 4-minute video before going live or after being live. And I'm either too hyped up getting ready for the live show, or I'm exhausted having just finished the live show, and I still got this video to work on. And it just shows in the quality of the work. So now with a once a week live program, I can now concentrate myself on the channel. But I'm constantly evaluating even now. I look at my analytics every day as a YouTuber. I'm trying to figure out the direction of the channel, how it's going, and you got to do that as a YouTuber. You have to pay attention to what the audience reacts to. So if anyone out there wants to do it, anyone can do a YouTube channel. I mean, really, you love sewing, you love talking about new cars, you love talking about flowers in the spring and hibernating in the fall. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a wide open world. There are millions of channels out there. But what are you passionate about? What gets you going? That's where you got to be. I love talking about cruise ships. I just find it really fun and interesting, and I can't wait to go on my next cruise. And I want to do group cruises on a regular basis going forward with a following that I'm building. That's for me the excitement of this, the future of this channel, and it just pumps me up.
What is this on your head? Everybody's wondering what that is on your head.
That the music that went off when Bruce was talking, I apologize, Bruce. That's our reminder that halfway through our show, we do a spotlight channel. So it is time for a spotlight channel. So during this time, Greg, what do we say? You're supposed to lead this part to get other people to do what?
Well, everybody that is a creator, please put creator in the chat and support each other's channels and content, and help everybody. We're a big community, so we want to help each of you out and help everybody out. So check each other's content out, like and subscribe. Everybody, I think we'll really appreciate each other's help on that.
I believe this is number 27 for us. So if you in months, that's a very long time that we've been doing spotlight channels. So this week's spotlight channel is our friends who they're also live at the same time we are. It is Alanna Zingano.
And your phone just went off again. It really wants you to tell everybody that it's the spotlight channel.
So I believe we were the very first guests on Alanna Zingano's show, and her channel has definitely taken off. She's done some amazing interviews with different people from the like Royal Caribbean, the captains, and for some reason I can't think of his name, but it's the guy that lives on the ship the whole time.
The full timer, yeah.
Super Mario. So really some good, because you think, would you like to live on a cruise 100% of the time? So she's done some really interesting vlogs. She's definitely a friend of ours.
I wonder how he does that.
You have to watch the videos.
It's just interesting.
We actually met her at D23. We met her and Raphael. So that was exciting to meet them. We didn't get a lot of time to meet them, but we actually met them face to face. So if you haven't already, please check out Alanna Zingano. And she's got a lot of fun stuff. And she's expecting, there was some big announcement that she is expecting a little one. So I'm not sure if it's
congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations.
Good.
All right.
Good stuff.
Yes. And you're like pointing and I'm like,
because you were going to show that earlier.
Oh. Well, one of the things is that we've gone on now 2 Norwegian cruise ships in a row. We went on the Bliss and we went on the Scape. What's going to be interesting is this is our next cruise.
Fantasy,
Fantasy.
Star Wars.
Yeah, let me
Star
see.
Wars on the sea. Star Wars Day on the Sea.
Awesome.
We are excited about that. This is actually going to be over the Super Bowl. We've never done a Super Bowl cruise. So when the Buffalo Bills are in the Super Bowl,
or whoever's in the Super Bowl,
when the Buffalo Bills are in the Super Bowl, we will have the best seats in the house on the Disney Fantasy. So,
but you know what? All their TVs go out. We can't watch the game anymore. Oh, that's just sad.
So it's going to be exciting because we had only done Disney cruises, and we were kind of apprehensive about going on any other cruise. I loved the Bliss. I love the Escape. I really like NCL. Now we're going back to Disney.
I like NCL, but I love Disney cruise
So
ships.
we've been doing a challenge between the Disney ships
You and I have been going back and forth on what we like. I think we're both really looking forward to the Fantasy, though. That's one Disney ship that we really have both wanted to go on. So we finally made it happen because we kept pushing it back and back, just things going on and stuff. But we're making it happen. We're going.
Right on.
So yeah, we're excited about what the possibility is with, what's the difference. So now I'm not so much apprehensive. My thoughts going into the Fantasy is, will Disney offer as much to intrigue me as the NCL ships did? So my views have kind of changed on it, where Greg is still devout Disney.
Well, I just think that there's no service like Disney has on their ships. Their service is impeccable. Their ships are very clean, and I mean their cleanliness is 100%. It's just you can't find anything really wrong with the Disney ship. Although when we were on the Disney not Wonder, we haven't been on that one yet, but the Magic. Surprisingly, we were watching at that time. It was the Black Panther. And we would hear like banging and stuff, and we're like, "Is that part of the movie?"
Someone was remodeling the bathroom apparently because here, ding, 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 ding.
It was under like the stairs, but apparently it wasn't part of the movie, and it actually kind of took us out of the movie. And I've seen that movie once, and it was on the ship during the banging. They've also ripped up carpet late at night and redid carpeting and stuff when the kids are all asleep and things.
Yeah.
They do keep it nice and clean, and they just got out of refurbishing the ship, but they were still doing little things. But that's one complaint I had. They should have waited to do their banging and stuff later on when there was not a movie playing.
Right.
Katie Burr, who we met on the Norwegian Bliss, she asked, "Do we get to wear costumes Star Wars on the day at sea?"
Yes, we do.
So they do have, from what I understand, there's one full day where they have an entire day of the 7-day cruise. It's related to Star Wars. They do have a second day for character meet and greets if you want to do that because it's such a popular thing.
And they have a Pirates Night also.
But you should be able to dress up. I would like to be BB-8, but it would be hard to be a little rolling robot. I don't think I could make that work. So
I think you can make it work.
To the buffet.
You could just put like a fake flat top thing and try to start rolling on the ground and hopefully the head starts moving on your back or something. That would be interesting, but you can make it happen.
Michelle from MLB Destination said she just took the Western itinerary, which is what we are doing on the Fantasy.
Awesome.
So we're going to Cozumel, Grand Caymans, and Falmouth, and then the Disney Private Island Castaway Key. So
I'm sure she had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we look forward to it too.
Yeah.
That'll be a nice cruise. That'll be really nice.
But you do have a BB-8 hat. So
I do.
There you go.
We got Dave and Brandy's Excursions. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us. Sherry, Awesome Sunsets Travel. Welcome. Thank you, guys. So we both have group cruise coming up. So let's share some excitement on that. Bruce, I'll take it away for you and let you get in the...
You're going to take it away for him?
I'm going to take it away from you. I want to talk about your group cruise.
For him?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why you talk about it for him.
So we'll let let everyone know how they can, what your cruise is, where it's going, what ship, all
Okay.
that good stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, we are doing our first group cruise for the TWB family for Traveling with Bruce. It is going to be on the Harmony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. We will depart from Port Canaveral December the 6th, and that's in 14 months. Not this December, next December 2020. We're going on a 7-day cruise. We're going to do a stop in Coco Cay. By the time we get to Coco Cay, the entire island will be developed out in its entirety, including the new island area with those cabanas and whatnot. We're also going to visit St. Thomas, and we're going to visit St. Kitts. We're going to have 3 days at sea. And on the sea days, there will be there are activities being plotted by TWB people like myself and my wife, Jen. Jennifer, my wife looks like Jennifer Aniston, but no one's ever seen her except D&G in person. But we are plotting some onboard activities on sea days. A murder mystery is one of them that we're plotting, and a scavenger hunt is another one that we're plotting, where the scavenger hunt will be sort of a series of tasks that will have to be performed by the various teams involved. And as these tasks are completed, they end up being instructed to go to a certain place and meet certain characters that they have to rendezvous with to then receive instructions for their next task on the scavenger hunt. And those who do it properly will be the winners. It'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun on this ship. And I've arranged the group cruise through a travel agency called Ambrin Travel, which is a Florida-based firm. Three gals run the company. Caitlin is the number one. Caitlin Gallagher is the number one person. Ambrin Travel. If any of you guys know about the Jim Zimmerlin or Jim Zim channel on YouTube, Jim Zim uses Ambrin Travel for his group cruises, and we are using them as well. And she set up a private phone number just for TWB followers, and also she has set up a web page for her entity with a sub page just for TWB's group cruise. So if any of you would like to join us on the group cruise, we'd love to have you. We have blocked off, I think we blocked off 50 cabins, and we have our hands on those for the next 60 days or so. And we got a number of them already booked. People have really picked up on it. They're very excited about it. We have inside rooms, we have ocean view rooms, balcony rooms, various classes, various prices. And there's a onboard credit involved, and we're going to have some fun. So if you visit my page, Traveling with Bruce on YouTube, on any of the latest videos I've uploaded in the description down below, there's a link available there to the cruise, and it'll take you basically to Ambrin Travel, to their website, and it'll take you to the section inside their website about the cruise. I have made a video about this cruise that is also on my YouTube page, but also inside this website. And the gals at Ambrin handle everything. I don't take a reservation. I don't handle any money. I don't handle any of the room booking. Everything is done by Ambrin Travel on the behalf of TWB through a Royal Caribbean. They won't accept any funds either. All funds go to Royal Caribbean directly. They get paid a commission like any travel agency would for any bookings made. They do all the work, and they'll hold your hand and run you through everything you need to know. If you're a single cruiser and you don't have anyone to travel with, fear not. You can also contact Ambrin Travel. They are setting up a list of single travelers, and they will assist in matching up travelers that can go with each other. If you want to travel with a fellow traveler to split the cost, but they can also book you into a single cabin if you wish. If you're disabled or handicapped and you need a disabled room, a handicapped room, they can help you book that as well. They're complete service. They can do it all. the key is to get their help. You need to talk to them. The good news is you're not dealing with a robot. You're talking to human beings. And if you're into that, if you're into talking to a real live human about going on a cruise, you're going to like Amber and Travel. You can leave a message on the phone number that's available there. They'll get back to you, or you can just fill out an online form and they will contact you when it's convenient for you. So there you go. Tom Henry says, Bruce, how about 3 ladies in a panel and we need to ask questions to pick the real Jen? Yeah, that's right. We can do like we can do something like what was that show called in the 50s and the 60s? What's My Line? Or we can, to tell the truth, we can have 3 people on a stage. Which one is Jen? That would be a lot of fun. I would get 3 Jennifer Aniston lookalikes if I could. Then you pick out the one that's really Jen. That would be fun. Anyway, that's the deal on the group cruise. Thanks, guys, for letting me talk about it. I'm excited about it. We're looking to do another one in February, March of 2021. And then we're looking to do the next one about 3-4 months after that. And so this channel will systematically be announcing a group cruise about every 3 or so months going forward. And it won't surprise me in, say, 7 months from now, I'll be talking about this group cruise here that we've nailed down, and then the second group cruise and the third group cruise, and we'll be talking about them all as an ongoing basis, because going forward, Jen and I will be on cruise ships with our viewers, and then try to do meet and greets before group cruises, or in between. We may be doing like back-to-backs where we do a group cruise and then we have a week off, and then we do another group cruise kind of thing. And we'll have meet and greet before the first group cruise, a meet and greet in between the group cruises, and a meet and greet after the second one. And then we finally work our way back here to Canada and relax for a while. So there's a lot of momentum going on here, and a lot of changes. And this is where I see the future of this channel heading more to where I will be able to meet with more of my viewers. And then do live shows, hopefully right off of cruise ships with a live audience right in front of me. Literally, if there's 50 or 100 TWB members on the group cruise, we'll do the Monday night live show, in one of their, hopefully the cruise ship will allow us to set up in one of their meeting rooms or one of the bars or something like that. And we'll go live for an hour and have an audience literally in the show. It could be a lot of fun. So
that'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
Love those shirts.
Our traveling with cruise shirts.
Yeah, I love those.
We want to welcome Cat Chat Fever. Stacy Herder. I know you've been in. She's part of Disney Nerd Herders.
Ben from PTV2.
Pepper Villa. Tonight, Stacy went and did the show by herself. We unfortunately didn't get a chance to watch it, but we will. We'll watch the replay on it. So definitely check them out. They go on right before us. So it's a good kick to start the evening with Disney Nerd Herders.
Did you mention Stacy Herder?
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to thank all the moderators that I've been noticing. They've been putting links in there for Bruce and for other people, Alanna. So thank you guys for your help. Jim, as always, you rock. You help us so much in helping us on here with the chat too. So thank you guys. I really appreciate all your help. And shirt check. Shirt check brought to you by More Sunshine, Please. Sunshine, please. We change your shirts.
Well, we won't change your guys' shirts, but okay.
So our we'll go into we have a group cruise. Now we are a wee bit of a channel. We have
next September.
Yes. So we are, as I said, getting close to 1,500. It was a brave effort for us to do a group cruise. But we are looking forward to it. We do have some interest in it. We are setting aside only 15 cabins. We don't want to.
Well, 16 including ours.
Well, that would be 15 including ours.
Oh, well,
so we're not going all out. We want to keep it smaller. I know Sylvia, S1. She is going on Cruising with Will's Norwegian Encore group cruise,
and she's coming back on the same cruise with Tom Henry.
But the insane thing about that is there's 125 people going on that cruise. Now, it might be stateroom cabins. It's huge. It's a huge to me, that is incredibly intimidating. If there's anyone that can do it, I know Cruising with Wills can, because they've already been talking about what they're planning and how they're going to do the logistics of it. So I think that's pretty exciting. But ours is going to be smaller. But with it being smaller, we decided to go on the largest ship in the world. So we are going on the Symphony of the Seas. So
that
real
ship
close,
looks awesome, especially at nighttime when it's all lit up.
Just a little bit bigger than the Harmony. The Harmony is a beautiful ship. Just a little bit
bigger.
And although there is that Hallmark movie with the Harmony of the Sea that I always watch, Love at Sea or something like that.
Oh yeah,
I have that recorded.
They were really promoting that ship on that on that movie.
Yes, but we are going to be on the Symphony of the Seas, and in fact, I'm going to pull that up right now so you guys can see a little bit. If you're not aware of our group cruise, let me bring it up. Where are we? Oh, did I go the right one? Let me know if you guys are you guys just seeing us right now?
I see the two of us on the top of each other off to the side, and then you've got the advanced travel search on your screen.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
And I think it's going.
What happened to it?
Oh, there it is. Get rid of this. La-di-da, stop sharing.
The struggle is real, people.
The struggle is real.
Struggle is real.
I hit the wrong one by mistake. Here it is. This should be it. There it is. Yay.
Right on.
All right. There it is. Okay, so I know that we're on. I can move this around.
September 26th to October 3rd next year.
So we are going to
the end of next year, basically.
7 nights to make sure that we are. See, I'm on this. Make sure. Okay, good. This is when I should be on. All right. So we are going on a 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, Symphony of the Seas. We are going to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and the perfect day at Coco Cay. So we are excited about that. Again, we do have, these are the prices that we can send you. So if you guys are interested in joining us, let us know through the email. There is an email attached in the description of this video. Oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. And we'll be happy to let you know what all the information is. But we are excited. We do have people interested, and so not a whole lot of room in there. But if you guys, it'll be fun. We are looking forward to hosting our very first group cruise. As our channel grows, we figured let's throw it out there and see who might want to get not crazy with us, because we're definitely not crazy people, but who would like to spend time with Little Explorer and Big Explorer?
Yeah, we'll have fun. We'll have fun either way. However many people there are, we'll have a good time. And
right on. Perfect. Great way for people to get together with you, and what a great ship to go on.
Yeah, I hope we don't get lost on it though. It's such a big ship.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to see half of that ship.
There's so many things I'm excited about as I've been looking into it. Now, I don't like to plan at all, but as you'll learn on the Norwegian Escape book,
Sue Heck
for the cruise that I just did and all the information that I gathered, I don't like to plan at all.
For those who don't know who Sue Heck is, she's from the Middle.
The TV show The Middle.
And she would make a binder, and she's very what is the word I'm looking for? Organized. But nothing ever goes her way anyway. So,
I like to plan, and I really planned on the escape cruise that we're doing. So we're really excited, and I just hope you never know what.
We do have a cork board also, which I actually cleaned up because we're getting ready for our next one.
You took the tags off of my board.
I sure did. You were right there when I did it.
But when you do vlogs, you never really know what you have until you start editing. And that's the fun part, but it also can be the part like you're like, oh boy, why did I film it that way? Or I thought I filmed it and I didn't do it. So I think that's one of the cool things about being a YouTuber is creating a story that you are able to share with other people. So you like our story of the NCL escape, because we went with my mom. My mom is a star of the show, so it definitely not us. It's all about my mom, and so we had a great time.
There were some interesting experiences that we had. but really after the trip, trying to get back and everything.
Oh,
So, but the whole trip in general was awesome. There were some cool experiences, and then we never thought that certain things were going to happen at the end trying to get back home. So, but it all worked out for the better.
Right on. Right on. And New York was a real treat for you, obviously.
Which, yes. You know, this is such a different cruise because we have only been, for the most part, just the Bahamas. The furthest, I don't even know, that's not even east. It's still, well, not Western Caribbean. St. Thomas, the Bahamas. That's pretty much the range of where we've been.
Yeah.
On cruises. So to go completely north in a different area, how to dress? Did we overdress? You know, how is the weather going to be? Because we were going hopefully for the changing of the seasons.
Right.
How all that was going to be. So this was a lot different cruise than what we are used to. So it had its uncertainties in terms of we weren't really sure how to handle it, but that's what you do on a cruise. You know,
Yeah.
you go along with it and make the best of it. And I will tell you, this was a phenomenal cruise.
Right on.
I've heard so many good things about the Escape and their staff, and I will reiterate.
Even if they didn't treat us as special as they did, it still would have been a really nice cruise. It just added to it with what they were doing.
Yeah, it's I will say this is my best cruise I've ever been on, bar none. Better than a Disney cruise, any cruise. This was, yes, Greg, you heard it from here. You heard it from the Little Explorer. The Norwegian Escape was the best cruise I've ever been on.
Right. Right
So,
on.
now it's up to Disney to up their game when we go on.
Oh my god.
The pressure's
There's something about Disney that other cruise companies cannot match. They're very magical. It's a very different feeling. They make you feel welcome. They make you feel part of your family. The entrance into the ship is very grand and way better than entry into a Norwegian ship. It's just like, okay, you're there, you're going through a back area with a bunch of metal and stuff, and then you're there on the ship with a casino. Disney ships, they welcome you. You don't see any of that metal and stuff. It's very grand and nice. You feel very warm and welcome from everybody. And about Disney as well. So.
Right on. Right.
I'm sorry.
Have a great night, Ruby's Best Life. Thank you. And Karen Carter, I don't know if I had just said it, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. I will say that one of the things that makes Norwegian really interesting for me is the lower deposit that you have to put down, because Disney is expensive, Royal Caribbean is expensive, as well as Carnival. Now when we took we're going on the Panorama in the Carnival in 2021. And I think we put down $250, which normally is about $500, but they were having a special.
Yeah.
Unless you get a special, you're looking at $500. Disney's more than that because you pay, I think it's 20% of the cruise cost. Mm-hmm. So theirs can be as much as $800 unless you book a placeholder while you're on the ship for your next cruise. If you don't know what date, you put $200 down. So you don't have to pay a whole lot more than that. So it pays in that sense, but if someone is just starting from scratch, we've done it where we've only had to pay $50 per person to go on NCL. So to me, the interest of the excitement of, hey, let's book a cruise. Oh, wait, $500? That's an awful lot of money. Because right. It's got to be paid off by the final date anyway. So I'm kind of...
But you get what you pay for also.
Well, yeah, but like I know there's a lot of people that don't like Norwegian.
I like Norwegian.
I was gonna say that a comment would be like you're not happy with them.
No, I like Norwegian. I like Disney better. I'm excited to see what Royal Caribbean has to offer when we go on Royal Caribbean.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Right.
Why do you think they do that? What? How come cruise lines have a higher deposit?
Why? I guess depending on the cruise line, like say with Disney, you know, I have to imagine that in the world of Disney, we're talking about a higher clientele, just a higher level of clientele with regard to income and that type of thing, where they're offering a premium service. I mean, let's face it, the Disney Cruise Line is not a discount cruise line by any means. It's a kind of a 5.5 star type of a firm, and if they're going to charge, $1,800 for a person or $1,200 for a person, where another cruise line might charge $600, they're going to have to get 20-25% down to make sure that the individual is a serious customer, a serious cruiser. If you're offering, like with say an inside room on Carnival, if you can get an inside room for $399 for a week, they're not going to ask for a $300 deposit. They're going to ask for a $100 deposit because it's a $399 cruise. But if it's a Disney cruise and it's balcony and there's mom and dad and 2 children, you could be talking about $3,500 in total cost for that cruise. With port charges and taxes and so on. So for them to ask for 20-25% down, upwards of almost of $1,000, that would seem normal to me. That would make sense to me. But for someone who's used to going on a cruise or sees advertising to go on another cruise line for, say, a $100 deposit or a $50 super promotional deposit, to then find out that, to go on Disney, I'm going to have to come up with $800, that's a shock. But you do get what you're paying for at the end of the day. When you finish paying for your Carnival cruise or you paid for your Disney cruise, come back after the cruise and compare notes. You're going to be able to rattle off a lot of little things about Disney that Carnival isn't giving you, and a few major things that Disney's giving you that Carnival isn't giving you. But again, cruising is for anybody. That's the beauty of cruising. If you're on a tight budget, you can go on a 3-day Royal Caribbean cruise on the Mariner of the Seas, or you can do something short term on Carnival. But there are also those out there who will only go on Seabourn, or only go on Oceania, or only go on Viking Ocean cruises, 6 stars or nothing. And that's another level of cruiser, of course, isn't it? So
there's something special to do. It's not an all the time cruise, but cruising company. But I think once in a while, it's something special that everybody should be able to experience, and then again at some point. So
welcome, Alanna Zingano. So thank you.
Welcome.
Our Spotlight channel.
You were the Spotlight channel.
That's right. So thank you for joining us. Always great to see you. So thank you.
And we did announce that you are expecting, and we don't know what you're having.
Well,
but congratulations.
She said she had told me personally that it was going to be called Derick. But if it was a girl, she was going to call it Derica. So.
Whatever. Oh wow, Derica.
I can.
I've never heard of that.
Dilly to Derica.
It's not a bad name actually, but no, don't flatter yourself.
Cool Jazz is asking, is anyone planning going on the Virgin Cruise Line? I would like to go on the Virgin Cruise Line one day. Not for a while.
I would like to do Viking at some point too. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you don't dress up as a Viking.
No.
Just remember that.
But you could if you wanted to, I guess. They might confiscate everything before you get on the ship, but...
Debbie Manuel says, I like the dining on NCL. Former nights are optional, which is cool. We like to dress up at least nicer for dinner.
Yeah.
But we did have ties a couple of
your birthday one, we did like dress up with ties and everything.
Yeah, but nothing, no like tuxedos or anything like that.
No.
We don't do that.
I bring my sports jacket, but I never did. It would just be more weight in your luggage.
Yeah. Sylvia has only been on Carnival, so her encore is going to be an amazing. I don't want to say it's going to be a huge upgrade, but going on a brand new ship like the Encore, Sylvia, you have to go through the observation lounge and the waterfront. Those are the 2 areas that seal it for me in terms of what's amazing on the ships, and the Encore will have both of those.
Well, we haven't been on the Encore yet,
but it's basically the Bliss.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice. It'd be nice
for us.
Yes. All right, Bruce. Anything you'd like to add about your channel? Any final thoughts?
I'll just say thank you to all of you out there who watch my videos and follow my live shows, and love having you visit me on Monday nights, those of you who do that. And if you want to participate in our group cruise, would love to have you join us. Just check the links on our channel to Ambren Travel, and they'll take good care of you. You know, it's just been a journey, an amazing journey for 2 years and a couple of months now. And I look forward to the next year. There'll be many more changes to the channel as my scheduling now changes. The next 2 years will be totally unlike the last two, I'm sure. And I'm excited about it. I really am. And to be able to start meeting my viewers in person is something that Jennifer and I are really looking forward to. So those of you out there who want to get together with us, we'd love to see you. And I'm afraid that a handshake just might not be good enough once we get to see you in person. But it'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yes, and we want to thank everyone. We see a lot of TWD family members in the chat tonight. So thank you guys for coming and watch us. And they pop in all the time on our channel too.
Our show too.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Bruce. You've been a great friend to us. You've been a great supporter for us, and you know, we just can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for us. And we talk about too, you know, what we've done in 2 years, and I see our channel changing too, because when we first started, we really weren't going to be so much cruise oriented,
just kind of whatever oriented, whatever experiences or adventures we had.
And it's interesting when we're on,
which we kind of still are that.
When we're on, like, say we're on a channel that we're participating in chat, like just talking to them, they refer to us, if we're on a Disney one, we're the ones that like cruising stuff. If we're on a cruising channel, they say like these are the ones that like the Disney stuff.
We like both Disney and cruising.
For us, we're equal. We don't see any change. We're not one way or the other. We just love to explore, and we like to take people along with us. We do have a lot of cruises booked for 2021. We're going about one every 6 months. Most of them being, I think they're all going to be the newer ships, except for the Fantasy, which is, I think, came out in 2011, but it is the newest Disney
still
ship.
The newest.
Yeah. So we're hitting the new ships, the big ships, which we love. So you know, we hope you guys come and join us. The Disney channels, you know, we like to bring them along and introduce them to what cruising is, because it is addicting, and also let the people who are interested in cruising, what is a fascination with Disney and other of these adventures that we go on. So this next year, I think we're going to be doing things a little bit differently ourselves. Always looking to improve. Like Tony from La Lita Loca, he says the one thing that he tells people is try to be better every day. Try to be better than what you were the previous day. And I kind of thought, what does that mean? And then I started thinking of it. You do, like when you watch your video, what did you do that, you know, really test yourself and say, what have I done differently? What do I want to do this? Where's the channel going? And our whole focus is this whole thing is just for fun. You know, we did this because we wanted to share our experiences. We work 40 hours a week, full-time jobs. This video that I'm editing currently has taken me about 14 hours to edit, and that's about just under a 30-minute video. So a lot of time goes into what we do. And I think really this year we're focusing on us to try to get us better, because this last year we really try to support other channels and thank them for all the support that we got in the first year. We're still always going to be supportive.
I think we've grown
as
well as while we're helping other channels. So I wouldn't say that we aren't working on ourselves as we're helping other channels as well.
But now there's more of a focus in terms of what can we do better technology wise, what can we do different things better. I mean, we don't have a lot of money to do things, but you know, there's different things that you can do. So we're always looking and challenging ourselves. What can we do editing wise, style wise? What can we do differently? So it'll be exciting what we're going to be doing in our third year of exploring the world.
I don't think that we would have been able to help other people if we weren't able to grow ourselves.
Exactly.
But they also helped us grow in return. So it's a win-win, pay-it-forward type situation.
Yes.
True.
All right, Bruce, any last final words before we? I think we're ready to.
Great to see you guys as always. Always great to get together with you guys. And you know, I just marvel at how things keep evolving. I mean, when we first knew each other, first started talking to each other, I think you guys 139 viewers or subscribers, something like that. I have maybe 3,800 subscribers. So I mean, we've just, you know, we've really, it's changed for all of us, and it'll continue to do so. And the interaction between not only ourselves, but us, and then all of our viewers, it's really been a transformational time, and I love it. I just love the engagement with the viewers. There's YouTubers out there who are aloof and don't want anything to do with their viewers. They just want to be, you know, put their product out there, get watched, and then leave it out, and don't want any other interaction. I love it when I hear from my viewers, and they can interact with me every Monday on my live show. It's a lot of fun. I know you enjoy the live interaction. It's just great, and it gives you an immediate feedback as to what, you know, what are you doing it right or not? You know, right away. So it's great seeing you two guys, and you know, going forward, there will be times where we will cross paths. Personally, we'll see each other, but I'm sure we'll do more of this. And I'll get you guys on one of my live shows as well, and we'll have fun hanging out on the TWB channel with the TWB family, and keep her going. It's going to be a good year going forward.
We were hoping to be able to go onto your show while we were on the escape, but we didn't feel comfortable with the internet, so we didn't want to attempt it. And
the internet's never really that great on cruise ships to begin with.
Not when you don't pay for it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We definitely will have to do something. I know on the Royal Caribbean, I'm going to be getting the internet package for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a live show. I'm going to scheme one together. I want to do a live show where I can get maybe 6 or 7 YouTubers on at the same time, and get just a whole bunch of us on there, and it'll be like a real free for all chat, and hopefully everyone from their channels will get their viewers to come on in, and then we'll have, you know, 5 or 6 of us all on the air at the same time, and great way to expose each other's viewers, but also just to get a whole bunch of people to talk cruise ship talk for like an hour and a half or something, as long as you can tolerate it. So I'm gonna see if I can scheme something like that up with a bunch of creators, and definitely get you guys in on it. We'll have fun.
That would be fun. Yep.
Yeah.
Dennis Ghazi, we're just about to leave, but thank you so much for joining us. You're never late.
Never late.
How do you end your show, Bruce? Do you have a certain sign-off way of ending your show?
Well, stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy out there, everybody, and just enjoy cruising. And I'll look forward to seeing everybody the next time I'm on the air. And best wishes to you guys at D&G and all of your fans and viewers. It's just great. I love it.
Thank you. All right, and as we like to end,
as Walt Disney always says, we are just getting started. Everybody have a nice evening. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.